Hello friends, today we will do the story A Letter from a Robonaut. Hello friends, I am Archit. I am a 16-year-old robot. Would you believe me if I tell you I am writing this letter sitting in a time machine? Well, mine is a very interesting story. It all started in January of the year 2000. The Space Research Organization, also called SRO, was making efforts to organize trips to Moon that ordinary human beings could take. Unfortunately, all their efforts had been failing because of Lee Zog, who was the head of the Titanic community of aliens living on Mars. This community always thwarted the efforts made by SRO. After a lot of research, the scientists at SRO discovered that they could be successful in their mission only if they used a Robonaut. This means that a human would have been converted into a robot who acts as an astronaut. For this, they needed a volunteer between the age of 16 and 30. The advertisement appeared in all papers. Since the age of 6, I had been fascinated by the moon. The thought of not only traveling in a spacecraft but also controlling it and walking on the moon and so early in life was like a dream which come true. I could not let this chance go by, and the best part was that after the mission I would again be changed to a normal human being. Next morning I was at the SRO 15 minutes earlier than the time mentioned in the advertisement. Welcome, Archie. I am Professor Gezi, the head of this mission, said a grey-haired, bespectacled man. Thank you, sir. I tried not to sound nervous. After a quick medical checkup and a few signatures, I was taken into a room. It had machines I had never seen before, not even in pictures. I was made to lie down on a table. The room was flashed with lights, and suddenly, from nowhere, a bright ray of light hit me. I shook all over and lost consciousness. After 3 hours, I am told, I gained consciousness. I looked down at myself. I was no longer made up of skin. I was covered with metal. A computer with a keyboard was attached to my body. And yes, my right hand was the only thing I could use. Of course, my mind and heart continued to function. All I had to do in the aircraft going to the moon was to see any danger in space and report to the scientists at SRO. Professor Gezi pressed a button and automatically I found myself walking towards the spacecraft. Once I was inside, the countdown began. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I was airborne at last. I was just beginning to enjoy my journey when I was surprised to see the sun rush past my spacecraft. Before I could think why this happened, I saw the moon rush past. This must be reported to the SRO base, I thought. Just then the sun rushed past me again, and then the moon, the sun again. I soon had lost count of the suns and moons that had passed by. Quickly I sent the message to Professor Gazey. There was no response for about 10 minutes. Then a message flashed across my screen. Press the Alt key and land wherever you are. My human heart and mind found this strange but automatic followed instructions. My spacecraft landed on what seemed like Earth. There were lots of robots like people. There seemed to be no trees anywhere. In the distance from the window of my spacecraft, I could see an area that had short, unhealthy trees. No one was touching them. In fact, the people had come to see them. At the gate was a sign post that read Forestorium, and people were buying tickets to go inside. It was extremely hot. Had I not been made of metal, my skin would probably have got burnt. Where on earth was I? I was now getting nervous. There was no message from the SRO base. What should I do? I thought. Just then a message flashed across my computer screen. You have reached the year 3000. What? Professor Gazey must be mistaken. I was supposed to go to the moon and not into the future. Professor Gazey appeared on the computer screen. He looked calm and relaxed. Don't worry, Archit. We have found out what went wrong. 60 seconds before the cut down of your spacecraft, Lizok changed the function of your spacecraft and converted your spacecraft into a time machine which took you to the year 3000 instead of the moon. We did not come to know about it. The suns and the moons that were flashing past your aircraft were the days passing. Now you are safe. It will take us about 45 minutes to get you back to the Earth. You should now get ready for the takeoff. What a relief! I was on my way back to Earth. It's now time for me to land. Bye for now. Your friend, Robonaut. Thank you, friends.